Okay. And we are now live. Good evening, everyone, to another episode of Lizarella Phones Home. The moons are out, the stars are shining. We're here to talk about some contemporary Earth technology and history with our very special guest, Professor Dr. Untoid, what would you say, kidnapper of humanity.
Maker of worlds!
So,
Maker.
Professor?
Maker.
Will you tell us about a little bit about your background? You're from Earth, originally.
It's hard to say. Every day I wake up and I think of my life anew. When I roll out of bed, I have some of my tonic. It's hard to tell when it ends and when it begins, but I know that I get things done, really. So if you were to describe my background, I'd really like to hear it from you.
Yeah.
What your perspective of my background is.
Sure. So from what I understand, Professor, is that in pre-launch Earth, so before the big guys, the Earthling billionaire, trillionaire, zillionaire class sent themselves off to create new life, new planets, new civilization abroad. They came to you.
Yes.
A military surveillance technologist, a real who's who of like Northrop Grumman, Raytheon, some big names at the time, to build a system that would allow them to continue to exploit from Earth 1, as it became known. Withdraw. Mm-hmm. Extraction. Suck.
Sucking is a lot of it.
Yeah. And so they came.
Is this okay? Is this okay?
This is perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
You talking?
Yeah.
All right, keep going.
So, what I gathered is that you helped them build their ships, the big
kahunas.
Yes, the motherships that sent them off, and then you were promised a seat. But when you got in your pod to get off the atmosphere, as they were reaching the top of the atmosphere and looking down, and you saw them drop all of the bombs to put down what was left of humanity and leave it at year 0, maybe for the
reset.
Yeah, the Great Reset. And then you look down at your not like a little screen they had in your pod, is what I imagine.
It was more like a LED tiny little bastard.
With no controls.
No controls.
And then suddenly you were descending.
Mm-hmm.
With having built them the system that they needed to continue forever.
Yeah.
Does that sound about right? And you went to MIT.
I did go to MIT, graduated summa cum laude. It's mostly correct. There's some details there that I won't include for legal reasons, privacy. But yeah, the main thing is the bombs. I made them.
The bombs you made as well.
Well, some of them. Some of my work is flashing behind us currently. I mean, that's my work.
Yeah. So what we're seeing here is
that's my work.
This is plans for Server City.
Server City,
which was what you built for the Wilsonites when they launched, which was where humanity would be contained for time continuum forever.
Which is really a blessing on my part. I view it as sort of my contribution, as opposed to the destruction. I can, the extraction is for creation. And a lot of people say that my work is very phallic.
A little bit, yeah. Is that on purpose?
I think every man loves penis.
The thing also about Server City is that it's phallic, but it also extends into the ground.
It's thrusting.
Yes, it's thrusting into the ground, sucking out, I think it's called? The substance that was created by the bombs. That is a not clean, but an energy source that is deep within Earth. Right?
You're asking me to name it?
If you want to. I think it's called Unity. I don't have a name for it yet.
Unity.
Juice.
The juice we like to call. I mean, part of my inspiration with the tonic comes from this idea that juice is life-giving.
Oh, hello. We have a hello doctor from Marx's Jockstrap.
Hello.
So,
it's Dr. Professor. More. Really?
Dr. Professor. So, before we get into some Server City nitty-gritty, I thought we could talk a little bit about technology before your life went back from the outer atmosphere into and crash landed down on Earth. So, Professor, did you ever have a TikTok?
Listen, so TikTok to me, yeah, TikTok is great for the moments of, it was a great resource for getting information, giving information, creating information, false information, a great synthesis of lies. And me, being a science man, I love to lie. So, for me, science and TikTok are one and the same.
Interesting.
TikTok, what does that say?
Gypsy Rose is on TikTok. Yes. Gypsy Rose, do you know about Gypsy Rose Blanchard?
Gypsy? I don't know. Who's that?
She was a Munchausen by proxy.
She's Munchausen's.
Yeah. Don't even worry. Continue.
TikTok is something I would like to see come back. I find it to be a great resource for dissuasion, control, sucking, extraction. For me, TikTok, it has that sort of time movement right in the name.
Yeah.
Wastes of time. Of course, time is something that I deal with quite often.
Yeah.
In the morning when I get up and I drink my tonic. Part of the tonic is it makes me not think so much about the time that is lost on these servers that I so deeply wish to push forward. And I think TikTok is a great way to get the young people on the servers.
Mm-hmm. So within Server City, you've uploaded and contained what's left of humanity.
Truly, and I think we could get this Gypsy Rose person on the servers too.
Let's get her in there.
Mark Jockstrap, if you know of Gypsy Rose, tell her this is a great opportunity.
So the people contained in Server City, you've created this system that's it's a planned economy, first of all.
It's planned, baby. We're planning it. None of this free market stuff.
No.
But in a good way.
It's like a planned free market.
It's a planned free market.
Good capitalism.
We are very into money. There's no faking it. Mm-hmm. I'm a money man. Okay? The servers, it's free, but it's also planned. It's planned around money.
Yeah, just creating wealth and value.
Absolutely. Wealth is the name of the game. I don't let anything go to chance. I control it.
Oh.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. Listen, money is the key to success.
Well, money is invented by humanity. I feel like
and they did a great job, didn't they? I mean,
you've invented money in this system.
I mean, money is something that I also think about in the morning when I get up. You asked me all these questions. These are lots. This is a lot of questions. So I'm trying to I don't usually let people interview me because I don't like to be bombarded like this. But here's the fact of the matter. I create money and I plan money. And that's what a planned economy is all about. Mm-hmm. Okay?
Yes. So do the people living in Server City, as pictured behind us?
These people think that looks like my penis. I never said. I don't know why they think that.
No, that would be pretty weird. So here's some blueprints. It's made of plastic, like hard plastic.
Plastics are a great wealth maker.
Yeah.
And the early investors of plastic were correct. You're never gonna miss out on plastic, baby.
It will contain humanity for hundreds and thousands.
Plastic keeps you safe inside of it.
Inside and out.
Inside, I know they say that the microplastics, there are microplastics in Server City. It's just part of it.
Micro and macro. Something I've heard about Server City is that when you're inside of it, your phone charges automatically.
Yup, and that's part of the microplastics, Within these microplastics that we placed in Server City is free wireless charging.
Are they in the air?
Everything's in the air. Everything's swarming around. It's just like we planned the economy. We planned the places that the plastics go.
Yes.
And they go inside the phone, inside the body, and they keep
in the consciousness, in the brain, in the soul, in the spirit.
Maybe, I don't know. We don't really get down to the metaphysical. I'm a science man. I deal with lies, plastic, money. But
Plastic, and money.
But I don't necessarily believe in the metaphysical bullshit. Sorry, am I allowed to swear?
You're allowed to swear. Damn.
Neither here nor there.
So you also live in this structure, and you have to maintain it on your own, which is very material and scientific in its own way. We'll see some photos of your iron lung and the hard drive basement you call the city's guts.
Truly.
Where you survive, where you live, where you tinker with people's conscious experience.
Tinkering, but not Tinkerbell, none of that stuff. No, straight laced.
Do you find that you get lonely as the keeper of humanity, but not a...
I'm a man. I have needs. Science is my first love, my first woman, my first, lover. Science can only take you so far, if you know what I mean. That's something I designed.
Oh yeah, so here's some Unity Juice extraction original concepts.
Right. And let me just say, as pertaining the question of loneliness, you ask me, where do my ideas come from? Loneliness. The whole question of my penis in the blueprints, look at this. This is all about love.
Yeah.
It's all love, baby.
It's all about love. Do you love humanity?
I don't know if I love anything.
Okay. There you go. But you love science?
I do love money, and I love...
Lying,
and I love science. Those are the three... That is, if you're going to ask me my... What do I love? I love money. I love plastic. I love... Money, plastic. Science. Lying.
Money, plastic, science.
Poor things.
MPSL. So... Money, plastic.
I think you can come up with a better acronym for that.
No, you can't. I don't think you can. Well, interestingly, for a long time, people used credit cards. Do you remember credit cards? And that was called plastic, but it was money. Remember that?
Never thought about it like that.
You've been alive since the launch, so you've been taking youth serum. You've been
I'm an old man.
You're an old man in a young body.
Listen, this body might look young, but when I talk about getting up in the morning with my tonic,
it's rough.
Speaking of jingle jingle,
do you want some more tonic?
Ma'am, I have something in this tonic. It does keep me young, but my knees do hurt quite often. So
here's our hard drives here, containing information, containing what? Containing economic algorithms.
Yeah, why don't you seem like a smart lady? Why don't you tell me what's in there?
Well, from what I understand is that you created an algorithmic economy through which humanity can forever produce value for the purpose of powering this big extraction machine, which is really amazing. And it's curious because the material in the center of Earth, this unity juice, as we've discussed, is like is it clean burning? But it's an energy source. It's a powerful energy source that my people, the Wilsonites, post-Earth humans,
beautiful species, good people. There's good people on both sides.
They sent you down here though. They were like, fuck this guy. That's kind of crazy.
We've had our differences. I won't deny that.
Would you go live in space with them if they asked you to?
I don't need anybody to tell me what to do. Let me just make that clear. An invitation would be nice.
Yeah, well, you got one and then they took it away. They were like, they basically made you the custodian for their gas station here. How?
And I've done so much, and here listen, it's not lost on me what my status is and what has been taken from me. But a man doesn't kiss and tell.
Facts. You shouldn't, in fact, kiss or tell.
Do you feel like you're getting what you need out of me?
Yes.
This is going well?
Sure.
Okay.
I feel like I'm having a wonderful time. Because I crash landed on Earth. I was unaware that there were human beings still alive on Earth. I thought that, we had bailed. There had been a nuclear war. Everyone had died. I was not aware that, my creators, my makers, the makers of my world,
what a lot.
Yeah, had really set the whole world on fire and kind of just said,
this is why we gotta get you in Server City. There's lots of prime real estate happening. I don't even know if you know.
I don't. I could get like a good.
And I know. Obviously, I'm one of the guys that you want to be on your side about that.
Yes. Well, okay. So I broke my ship. I crashed.
Surely. Yeah.
My ship is all messed up, and it's.
But don't you know about how to fix it?
No, I don't. I was never taught how to fix it. I kind of just sort of float around in it, and it's something interesting is that my ship is in many ways a copy of technology that you originally formulated, because the ships that they used to leave Earth had the same sort of.
And now, what am I
central nervous system that you came up with, where there's a ship. And then everything contained in the ship is also the ship. It all has the same brain.
So what am I seeing for residuals on that?
Nothing. You're not seeing shit for residuals. I just showed up. You ever heard of my ship, the Oat Mother?
Okay. Wait a second.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
Back up.
You're telling me you are using my blueprints.
Yeah. Your ship system. Your crop ship system. That you sent them off with. That you intended to
Right.
to also leave with.
So what's my deal? What am I up to right now? I don't know.
You're in the Server City. You're locked in there.
Listen, Server City's been going great. I try not to hold grudges. I know that I've done my time. I've done my time.
Oh, sorry.
I've done my time.
You're a victim.
Where's the camera?
Right there.
I have done my time. Okay? My day is coming. Server City is where it's at. You think you're gonna get anywhere in this godforsaken galaxy, universe, Server City. We've got great opportunities. Great economic value. Get on it at the base level.
People in Server City can be among the here's lists of jobs in Server City.
Truly.
Diner waitress.
Diner.
Cafe barista.
Do you need me to come in and
feel free. Lifeguard.
You go. I'll jump in if I find.
Bartender.
Bud tender.
Like what is it called at like the casino? The guy at the casino? You know what I'm talking about? Dealer. Like a casino dealer?
There are great casinos.
Lots of casinos. Porn actor.
And we value that kind of work.
Yes, we value all kinds of acting. All sorts of thespians.
Dog walker.
Rolled ice cream roller. Frozen yogurt.
It's the community that we're building is some of the greatest community. People working together, living together.
Mostly working.
Okay. For a living. Living and working.
Working and living.
Back to back.
They're contained in pods.
Pod living. 6-day work week.
6-day work week. How many days are in the week?
12.
Okay.
Out of that 12, 6 working, 6 gig economy work. Okay, so you get your work day 9 to 5. Come home, DoorDash.
DoorDash within the city.
Yes.
I see. Those fees must be crazy.
The fees are part of it. We've got great. DoorDash is a time-old tradition at this point.
Hundreds of years old.
We've been having DoorDash workers pleasantly show up at our doors for hundreds of years, right?
Yeah. Taking photos of us.
It is the world's oldest profession.
I'm sorry. It's the world's oldest profession. Yeah. DoorDash is the world's oldest profession. You can't fact check that.
We value our DoorDashers. Okay? The fees are a part of it. I've been working with the men at the top of the corporate level of DoorDash. They want to give you people that are moving to Server City the first opportunity to join now. To Dash. You are single-handedly the drivers of the Server City economy. Are Dashers, right? What are they dashing? Juice.
Burgers.
Pizzas. Screws. Nails. Tape. Metaphysical objects. Microplastics. You name it.
They're dashing the place.
They are dashing it. Daddy, I feel like I've been taking up a lot of your time.
No, this is wonderful.
Listen, you drive the conversation. I just want to get it. I wanted to plug that opportunity.
Yes. Not sponsored by DoorDash.
Sorry.
That's okay.
It's not even DoorDash. It's the concept of dashing.
Yeah, because there's not there's not roads or cars.
No. What is your opinion on what we do transportation-wise? Like, what does an outsider think about that?
Well, you see, I have a sort of an excessive lifestyle in that I have a personal ship. And I've only ever really traveled in my personalized ship. And I've come to Earth and I've realized that not everyone is born into a ship that they live in and travel in forever. Which is
Listen,
really
I don't know.
No, you don't have a ship.
I don't. I'm not walking.
You're not walking.
But the thing. What did you know? What people do
in Silver City? Yeah. They're locked in there. They can't go anywhere.
Yeah, but how do they get around?
They're in pods that shoot them into the workplace and then they go back into the pod.
Yeah.
They don't get to fucking go anywhere.
So, I'm not involved in the nitty gritty. Listen. Day-to-day life. This is why I've got the algorithms, baby.
Yeah. You're just tinkering with them.
I can plan an economy with an algorithm. I can't plan how do you get to work every day.
No.
That's not my job.
Well, you created this amazing thing, sir.
I did.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean I'm necessarily capable of understanding it.
Yeah. Does it terrify you, this machine? That can just create value out of humanity forever?
Listen, have you ever read The Machine Stops?
No, what's that?
It's a short story.
Can you tell us about it?
If I told you about it, you might question my work.
I want to. Tell me about it.
All right. This is what the naysayers from planet Earth, the year 1800s, author I don't remember the name of, say about this whole pod system work. Something that I didn't necessarily understand completely from a trickle-down system. I write the code, maybe it happens, and I don't necessarily understand it.
You don't see it happen. You're shooting stuff off into the ether down there.
I'm a maker. I need to make, okay? Anyways, this short story, 1800s, Earth. We're in Earth.
Older.
Not even industrial. Probably near the first industrial revolution. This guy writes a story, okay, called The Machine Stops, okay? It's about people living in pods, very similar to my work. Nobody goes outside the pod, okay? There's this woman living in the pod, okay? She can talk to people. She can get whatever she wants.
This sounds exactly like what's happening.
It's a story. Listen, Lizarella. Is that your name?
Yes.
Your God-given name? Okay.
There is no God, but yes. Sorry, continue.
I want you to go on your little server and look this up, okay? This short story. She has this son, right? He lives in a pod too. She gives birth, he gets into the pod, right? They're in pods. They never see each other. They can video chat. This story was written very long before Earth technology reached that point, right?
They even invented FaceTime. Yeah.
It's eerie regarding where we are today, except my pods are different. Okay, so the ending of the story, the little boy gets out of the pod. He goes up into the Earth's surface, and he's like, "The machines need to stop." They stop. He dies.
Oh,
sad ending.
He dies because the machines stop.
Everybody's in machines, baby. They stop. What do you do when it stops? And that's your whole life. You die.
Yeah.
The point is, my pod's not like that. Okay? I made sure they will not stop.
Something interesting, sir, that I've become aware of in the past couple of days in my time on Earth is that the machines may stop. Within your city, sir, there is a revolutionary group that have busted themselves out of their pods and have been busting people out and have started a war with your internal government system that you programmed to keep control of everybody. The pop starocracy.
Keep going.
Where
I knew this was coming.
Where people are elected by if they're by how good they are at pop music and being cunty in the center performance of the Capitoba. Because the other thing about the sort of the workday, besides the fact that everyone in the city is simultaneously a customer and a server, is they also have the opportunity to transcend and become a pop star who will entertain. But there are people in Server City who are not happy, sir. Who want something new from their life. Who want to be able to bust out of the pods. How is fighting the guerrilla tactics of Earthlings First going from your standpoint among the hard drives in the city's guts?
Say that again.
How is fighting the revolutionaries going? Are you terrified? Do you think they'll win?
Listen.
Do you have a plan to put them down?
Every morning I get up.
You drink your tonic.
I drink my tonic. And what are they called? Earthlings First?
Earthlings First, yeah.
This group, right? They are on my radar. But they're little.
They're little.
I think that you have a strong misunderstanding of the real context of the everyday life of Server Cityites.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? These people are fulfilled, happy, satiated.
They're certainly fed, yeah.
We've got lots of food. Nourished. Just because you've got your little guys coming up.
Radical leftists. Radical.
The bane of existence. Little roaches in my hand.
Ooh.
You know microplastics?
Yeah.
How little they are?
They're micro.
Done. Okay? These guys are nothing to me.
You're gonna crush it. Okay. So Server City will continue to exist as the way that the first Earthlings, the first on the birth of humanity's planet Earth, will continue to exist for ever until the material runs out, is what you're saying.
But there is no material to lose. We're operating on completely renewable, unending pots of gold.
Unity juice.
Unity juice is something we chose because we know that the reserves are never going anywhere.
How do you respond to the accusations that Server City is actually a gigantic missile launcher pointed directly at the Wilsonites?
No comment. You cannot get me to comment on that.
Okay, moving right along.
They're not very pushy, which I like.
Well, I don't know where, you see this renewable energy source and you think, what do you make? You're a scientist. What do you make out of things with energy? You make weapons and you make things that build and make things that destroy. So you've created something.
I'm a creative. I create. I'm a maker.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
A maker of worlds.
I'm a maker of worlds. What is the ultimate goal of a maker.
What? To make?
To destroy.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
It's that push and pull.
Yeah, that's it's a little dialectical.
I made that right behind us.
Yes. Here's some more internal city guts, beautiful imagery. This is where you reside by yourself.
That is Mikasa.
Mikasa. Here's your hard drives filled with all the information for our server city. What do you call your server city residents? Server city citizens. Server citizens.
They're my people.
And there's almost
now.
Yeah, everyone in there. Besides
let me ask you a question.
Okay.
What do you call them? Like, what is the gossip?
I don't know.
Like, what do people think about it? What do people think about me?
The gossip that I've heard from in there. I've heard a little bit. Some people think you're dead. Some people are not sure if you continue to survive among us.
Yeah, that's common.
And when I first met you, I had no idea who you were. And I just I asked you for a phone charger, and you were like, "Dummy, the phone charges itself. Look around you." Yeah, which is,
Look at the world.
Look at the city. But, I mean, other sort of gossips, the city's fallen apart a little bit. You gotta do some exterior maintenance. You haven't gone outside and walked around a little bit and done some material, hard work on keeping it up, It's starting to sort of age itself, this technology, as people are saying. People are busting out of the pods, so the economic experience, there's starting to be empty seats on either side for servers and for customers. There's starting to be, they're saying that the food, the poker chips, the porn, everything is made out of a creature's juice that is in the center of the city that was born out of Unity juice. It's this mutant creature, and it's just excreting little liquids that then get turned into stuff. They're saying that not everybody's plugged in. It's not a virtual experience for everybody. Some people still work in the back of house and do janitorial work. Someone's got to wash the dishes. Someone's got to, They're saying that this is not a smart city. They're saying they don't want a smart city. They're saying we miss the stupid
Then leave!
They're leaving, man. They're out. They're getting out of here. You're at civil war. You're in a civil war, sir.
I can't even handle this.
You're the Wizard of Oz. You've got your fake stand-in talking heads, politicians to keep everybody at bay, and your
things in my face.
And
what I say to the naysayers. I'm a very composed man. Okay, I respect pushback. It drives me. But this is all a pack of lies.
You love lies.
I love lying.
You don't love being lied to.
I don't like when people lie about me.
We're talking about liars.
Yeah, let's go. Do you think that this, it seems you are very much coming from a place
of sympathy for the people in your city.
Oh, no, for me.
Oh, for you.
What? No, you're not thinking.
No, I do have a lot of sympathy for you. I think it's really terrible that you got shot back down to earth.
I think I deserve some sympathy for my position. I made things for people. I made a world for people to live in.
The earth was uninhabitable, and even though...
And I took my little fingers, and I drove it across the keyboard, and bada bing, bada boom, people have a place to live. And yet they work 6 days on, 6 days on, 2 days off.
Yeah.
And yet they still come to me with these complaints. We have a server feedback Okay? Comment.
You got a comment
Box. I'm not the one, sweetie. Go there. I created, for you, specifically, a little man, a little chat bot. He can tell you where to drop off your delivery returns, where to bring your unfiltered water that has a little bit of a smell to it. I'm not the guy. Okay? I made it. I can take it away.
All drugs are legal in Server City.
All drugs.
And for sale.
For sale, distribution.
Have you discovered any new things since Server City began? Or are you just chilling, kind of trying to make the 90s keep going?
The 90s?
Oh, that's cool.
Listen, this is a trend that we're seeing a lot of the young kids do.
Yes. That's fun.
And if you really want to get crazy, some of the kids who are doing some of these drugs that I have graciously provided, some of them do this. They're doing the drugs. So now you're a real cool kid in Server City. Why don't we talk about some of the great aspects of my invention?
Yeah, do you want to talk about other inventions?
No.
Okay, let's talk about some great aspects.
I think you've taken a lot of time in your show dedicated to slander. And I would like to combat that with some of the positive. I am a positive thinker.
Yeah. Some positives. I mean, everyone has a job. Do you have a job? What else? It's self-sustaining in a sort of way. People get to eat food. It's beautiful on the inside. You know, it's and there's pop. Oh, there's some of the best pop music ever created in the history of humanity. Probably the best. And you know, pop music is a product of capitalism. It is something that's one of capitalism's greatest benefit is pop music. So this is, yeah.
We are.
Do you have any favorite pop stars?
You know, I'm not.
You're a country guy?
Listen, hey. Yes.
Okay.
I like, you know, some of that old earth twang makes me think a lot about my own experiences.
You like old earth twang.
My own, bosses.
Some somber earth twang. Well, I have a friend named Cowboy Alfredo who plays guitar. If you ever want to hear him play guitar sometime, he could play a lovely country song for you. He was he had his balls blown off in the Pokemon Go Wars post-launch, if you remember that. Before you got all these people in here. How did you get them to go in there? Did they do it willingly? What did you offer?
Before we jump, let's not jump topics. Let's talk a little bit more about this guy, this man, this veteran.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, this man deserves some respect. Is he a man?
Yeah, yeah. Cowboy Alfredo? Yeah, I think so.
Alright.
He's a cowboy.
You don't know what...
I don't ask. I don't care.
You don't know what these people...
Yeah.
I try to be respectful. Please send my condolences.
Yeah.
It's a terrible thing to lose your balls. I am a country lover, not a fighter. And I would be honored to meet Mr. Alfredo. That being said,
he has homework.
The Pokemon Go Wars was a conspiracy led by an unnamed source and I have my deepest condolences to Mr. Alfredo because he is living a lie.
Oh my god.
And there's lots of other men with stolen valor.
And stolen balls.
And stolen balls.
Cowboy Alfredo, are you with us? Cowboy Alfredo was watching earlier. I wonder if he has any comment on that. Gee whiz. Look at these beautiful blueprints.
Nevertheless, he persisted.
Do you remember anything from the Pokemon Go Wars? Or were you too busy?
No, I was in the server.
Yeah.
I was playing Pokemon Go in the server.
Oh shit.
Safe and warm.
Were you rooting for any team? There was the red, blue, and yellow team, or the belligerents, and then Team Rocket.
I'm a Team Rocket guy.
You're a Team Rocket guy? You like Giovanni?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had money on it.
Did you? Did you make any? Did you win any money? Did you win any bets?
Well, like I said, the whole thing was a conspiracy.
Did you know that then, or did you find that out later?
I found it out when I lost.
There you go. Let me see how the voice is going. We have 3 viewers. We'll go over 47 minutes. Let's go over a little bit more. A few more things.
Do you need a break?
Mm-hmm. Do you need a break? Do you want some more liquor? What? Okay. Let's talk about some 2024 technology, pre-launch.
That year doesn't even sound real.
No, it doesn't.
It was so long ago.
Yeah. How old are you? Do you remember? 50, 60? Before they left?
I think I was like...
Were you like a youth who was taken advantage of, or were you a established scientist?
I have been working my whole career.
Yes.
From the get-go. I was an intern at that time.
Were you an intern at Wilson's Corporation? That was the corporation that decided to send everybody into it? Well,
right.
An intern in what? In like the tech department?
Okay. Costumes.
Costumes? Hell yeah. Okay.
Were
you building bombs for them?
I was building bombs and working on costumes. Very similar.
Yeah.
Handwork happening there. A lot of the bomb making techniques involved sewing.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's kind of sick.
So. And they always did say that men from MIT had the best sewing skills on the market. So.
That sounds about right to me.
So after I graduated, summa cum laude, I managed to get an internship in seamstressy bomb building costume department. I have always loved the arts, and I view bomb making as an art form. The intersection of art and technology.
What did you think about the sort of first steps into AI technology in 2024 when it was so rudimentary?
Very natural progression, I would say. I did have my own hand in some of that training. A lot of the lonely aspects of the original chatbots came from my own personality traits. I did offer up a lot of my time teaching them to be sad.
Interesting.
It was a mistake at first. It was really just a mirrored reflection on my part. Trying to make the stronger I attempted to make the AI masculine-wise, the sadder it became. I find that it wasn't until they really allowed the AI into the social media, making the stickers and the algorithmic chains, I found to be kind of this natural progression, and I was like, what else can we do? Let's drive this up a little bit more, right?
Yeah.
Let's go harder on the artificial intelligence. Let's question more what this technology is actually doing. Let's not understand it more.
Oh. Because the algorithm within the server city, from what I understand, your algorithmic systems within server city have artificial intelligence.
It's a black box, baby.
It teaches itself.
They say I do it, this is why I say I'm not the guy. There is a guy that exists in the algorithms. I've never even met him.
Is it
called
a guy or a
black
girl?
box.
Oh.
Do you know what that term means?
No. Black box?
This is what you learn at MIT, right?
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
No joke. You go to MIT, you plug it in, you go, this command equals that word. You find yourself making a program, right? Add machine learning. That program starts adding more to the program. You don't even know what you're doing anymore, right? Does that make sense? Black box?
It's just going.
Black box technologies, which I find the pinnacle of, let's get even more of that going.
Yeah.
Let's do more of that. Let's not understand anything about what's going on algorithmically. This is why they call it a planned economy. I'm not planning it.
It's planning itself.
It's planning itself. You see. Okay, we are getting somewhere in this conversation. I was a little bit worried coming onto this show.
Yeah. I don't have an MIT degree. I'm not a technologist like you.
No, but I was worried that you were going, there was a little bit of a rift going on when you were talking about some of those guys.
Yeah.
Those bad actors. What are you talking about? I don't know what's going on.
The black box.
The black box. That is the pinnacle of technological innovation.
Have you given it any instruction? Do you tell it anything?
Oh, I tell it lots of things.
What do you tell it?
I tell it to make things bigger, make things smaller.
Do you just talk to it ever?
Absolutely.
Have you processed with it?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, thank you so much, Professor Dr. Untoid.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's been a great time.
Sir, thank you so much for building a place for humanity to continue to live against its will and work against its will. Thank you for being the scientist to end all scientists. And I look forward to working with you on my ship, sir. Thank you so much.
Lizarella, everybody.
Hard science and hard lies and hard phallus. Good night.